just approaching 12 o'clock now, so I'm going to make a move, head up to Stalham, I think. So we'll get the engine going first. Excessively noisy mudway. So here we are back underway. Unfortunately I can't plug the microphone in though because I'm having to charge my phone up, so I'll let you just have a few minutes of river footage before I turn it off. It's pretty much like a free-for-all when you get into Ranworth. You know, people hang around just outside the stave waiting to pounce when someone you know, either raises their mud weight or they can see someone untying their boats. Well, I suppose they are untying their boats, but untying their ropes from the boats at the back. It's currently 12 o'clock. I'm going to head up the Ant now towards Stalham. See what's going on up there. Not sure if I'm going to do a mooring along the bank, i.e. you know, Ersted or Paddy's Lane, Barn Turf, or maybe pop along to Sutton. I do need to go to a shop however, so it might have to be Stalham, unfortunately, but you know, that's okay because I can plug into the electric as well, get water, which I didn't get from Morning Ferry Marina this morning. It's £3 for a fill up down there, which I think is a bit excessive, especially when I've got, well, I've still got over 3/4 of a tank of water. I'm not paying £3 for under a quarter of a tank. Some people might think that's tight, but sorry about that. So here we are anyway. I'm not sure if you can see me that great with the glare from the sun. As you can see, the roof's back open again. So yeah, it's a lovely day. Just well, saying it's a gentle breeze. It can catch you out. It was fine for me, but you know, a taller boat, which is, you know, slab-sided, might be a different story. Door open for ease of use. I'm seriously toying with the idea of coming up over Christmas at some point. Probably won't be this year because I won't be able to get the time off work, unfortunately, but I know Horning Ferry Marina hire out over Christmas. I think NBD as well, they do. But I think Horning Ferry Marina do hire to solo people, so that would be my only option, I think, if I do decide to come out on Christmas. My next trip will probably be end of March, beginning of April next year. I'll look to book that when I get home. But then there is the chance, you know, is the country going to go into lockdown again like it did last March, or this March should I say. It was I was due to come up the week before lockdown kicked in, rescheduled for June, that got cancelled, and then Barnes managed to squeeze me in at the end of July, which was quite fortunate and I was very grateful for. That was obviously on my last trip on Brinks Encore. So yeah, I wanted to make the most of this year while I can. make the most of this place. I mean, you can see me sitting in a thick jacket. I've actually got shorts on, which sort of defeats the object, but you know, when the sun's out it is quite warm. And I actually brought more pairs of shorts with me than I did jeans, which is stupid, but never mind. I'm on the lookout for Dave, who's on Brinks Duet 5. He's up and about up here. We've messaged a few times about possibly meeting up, but I just don't know where I'm going for day to day at the moment. So I'm aiming to get up the Ant now, but I'm not sure whether Dave will be able to get up there on Duet due to the high river levels. But maybe it'll be okay at low tide. I mean, you know, Richardson siestas are going up under there, so, and then you've got the boats like Challenger and White Champagne, Pink Champagne, Acapulco, they're all getting under there okay. So I think if the tide's right, the water's not lapping over the bottom of the bridge, then he should be okay, but I just told him to keep an eye on the river levels. Maybe we'll get time to meet up. So as you can see, you can't see because you're looking at me, what am I talking about? Just approaching the entrance to the Bure. And then it's just a short trip. I'm going to turn right, down to the entrance to the Ant, up the Ant, underneath London Bridge, then towards Howe Hill, Ersted, Barnes Broad. To the upper reaches of the Ant, Sutton, Stalham. Perhaps it's always Dillon. You could try up at Dillon, but I don't know if there's any shops there, and it is quite tight, so if I go all the way up there and there's no space, then it'll be a pointless exercise. Neatis Head won't get in there, there's no chance, there's no point. There's only space for about 10 boats down there. So, and bearing in mind this is my first forward steer boat, I'm not sure I'd be particularly confident reversing it down that dike at Neatis Head. Anyway, I'll put you guys back on when we get to London Bridge, and I'll hope to have the microphone on so you'll be able to hear me a bit better. Speak to you soon. Right, so we've just turned up the Ant. The corner before the Ant, I did pass Dave in his Duet. Gave him a shout and a wave. Unfortunately, he's been up to London Bridge and checked the height, and it's only 8 foot. Brinks Duet's 8'4". So yeah, it's unfortunate he can't make it up. I think I'm going to be going to Potter Heigham tomorrow, so I will let him know. Maybe we can have a catch up there. I've plugged the microphone in now, so you might be able to hear me a bit better. There still might be some wind noise because the canopies are still open. But yeah, so we're going to head up towards the bridge. That wind is really picking up. Got curtains flapping all over the place. I've got kitchen roll blowing around. lot of wind this year in this country. Remember at the start of the year we had those, well, 2 or 3 storms, didn't we? Yeah, and that was the making of an interesting year. That was the starter, if you like. I've got a Broadland wave behind me and he's quite tall, so I'll try and see what sort of a gap he has at the back. Thinking I might close the canopies when going across Barton, especially if it's you know, blustery across there. Don't want to be losing my hair, do I? So we've got 2 boats in front, 1 behind. See, that is one of the advantages of having a bathtub, forward steer. You haven't got to worry about bridges. Broadland wave quite close behind me. He's obviously going a bit quicker than me. I'm doing 4.2, 4.3 it's fluctuating at, so he must be going a good 4.6, 4.7 I would have thought. Fortunately it's not really a great place to overtake along here. King of Light at the front there, he's probably doing exactly 4 miles an hour, and that's why I'm catching him, so I'm going to ease off a little bit. Unfortunately Broadland Wave will have to do the same, which I think he actually has, to be fair, so you know, you need to be good to leave a bit of a gap between each boat going under the bridge, just in case, you know, the manoeuvre doesn't go to plan. So there's a lot more people waving this time up here. Back in July, people didn't seem as friendly by giving you like a nice wave as you go past. But I've only seen a couple of people that haven't waved so far. But you know, each to their own. If they don't want to wave, that's fine. It's not law. It's just a friendly thing to do. Slow down even more, I think, because catching up with this day boat. So the bridge gauge is reading in just about 7.5 foot by the looks of things. People do say that these gauges at this bridge are out by about 6 or 7 inches. I've not had that confirmed, so I would not take any risks. It's not worth it, you know, just go by the bridge gauge. There's no need to do 3 mile an hour up here though. If anything, it hinders the boats behind you trying to hold station. I appreciate, you know, you might need to get your boat ready by folding down the screens, but you've had plenty of time to do that on the approach to the bridge. And if this wind catches you as well, there's absolutely no need to go this slow up here. No need at all. It is really difficult. There's just no need for this. We're doing 2.2 miles per hour. I genuinely hope they're not going to go the speed all the way up the Ann. If that Serene emblem came through with his canopy up and it was fine, and this King of Light, I don't know why. Oh dearie me. I'm not moaning, we're not in any rush, but it's just like doing 2 miles per hour on a 4 mile an hour river with a wind, backing up the boats behind you. See, they're going to hit the side now because the wind's caught them. Because they're going too slow. You need to get, you need to get some speed through here, unfortunately. No point in pressing the horn. This isn't great, guys. Come on. Well, I'm going through the middle because no one seems to know what they're doing. Wave is going to make it, I believe. Looked like there's about a foot clearance between that and the top. But we're through anyway. It's a relief that King of Light decided to more up there. I'm very grateful for that. But yeah, so the next part of the trip will be How Hill. I'll catch you all later. So we're just round the corner from How Hill now. I've unplugged my microphone again, sorry, to charge the phone up a bit. Not many boats going down the Ant today. Obviously we had those few at Ludham, approaching Ludham, but nothing since that. I think I've passed 3 boats coming this way. But yeah, I mean the rivers aren't as busy as I expected them to be. When I checked online for a boat availability, just being nosy really, not to book anything, but a lot of the boat yards didn't have anything. So yeah, I'm surprised to see how big, how quiet the rivers are. I mean, what's going on? Be interesting to see the state of play of the How Hill moorings, because they're usually quite popular. I mean, London Bridge, it wasn't that busy either, to be honest. As you can probably tell, I've closed the roof now. The wind was getting a bit too much, to be honest, blowing across. So yeah, that would have been interesting going across Barnes Broad. So it's nice to see some blue sky. Albeit there's a bit of cloud as well, but it's what to expect in October. You can't come away in October thinking you're going to get bright sunshine, temperatures in the mid-20s. It's just not going to happen. See How Hill house there coming into shot. Turf Fen Mill as well on the left hand side. to think of it, maybe those, wireless microphones would have been better to get rather than the ones that plug into your phone, but yeah, couldn't warrant spending the cost, to be honest. Only going to use it when I come up here. But if I just stand a bit closer to my phone, which I am doing now, hopefully you'll be able to hear me a bit better. So the engine's not that loud. You can probably hear a slight rumble, but it's not as intrusive as what Brinks Duet was, where basically sitting on the engine practically. Bear in mind I was at the back of the boat and it was all fiberglass, no insulation at all. But it looks like there are some spaces at How Hill. I'm not stopping today. Not to say that I won't heading back down the Ant tomorrow, but not today. Nothing behind me at all. So we'll see what the moorings are like. I'll keep the camera rolling just so you guys can see. Anyone that's thinking about coming away in October, maybe next year, can just see, how busy places are, where to aim for if you're the type of person that likes to plan your moorings. I would like to put the phone outside to get you some footage, but I just don't, even though I've got a tripod, I don't want it being blown overboard. Brinks Tempo there on the right hand side. Very nice boat. I really like that. You guys probably can't see it, but I can see it. It's a lot quieter here than when it was in July, that's for sure. Aston boat coming down here now, private hands. Crossbow. So at one stage it was probably called Aston Crossbow, I would have thought. They did have one of that name. Can be quite narrow down this stretch of the river, but you've got to respect the boats that are moored up on the right hand side, as well as give the guys coming towards you enough room as well. Interesting craft. Looked like it was a narrow boat at one stage. It's been transformed into a forward steering boat. I've never seen one of those before. But yeah, that was How Hill. sea, so I'll catch you in a bit. Right, time for a situation report. Went through How Hill. We're now just approaching Ersted. I'll turn the camera around to the side just so that can't really see the properties if the camera's facing forward, whereas if I turned it round to the side, anyone that was interested in that sort of thing, very, very quiet. I think I've passed 2 boats in Sound Hill, 2 moored up on the side of the river on the wild moorings. Yeah, we're just approaching the first of the properties now. Just as I say that and you're about to see it, I've got a Richardson's Commodore or Commander, not sure which one it is. We're going to pass at the same time, so you won't get to see it. Couple of boats moored at the staith down here. Place like this, having a back garden. Not to be sniffed at, that's for sure. Bit of mashed tea. About this boat, the windows are tinted, so people can't see you so much. Maybe at night time when you've got the lights on, but so here we are on the approach to Stalham. Again, apologies, no microphone. I did listen to a bit of footage from before coming through Ersted, and it was put no final word on it, rubbish. For some reason the microphone was playing up. But I think it might have been because the join wasn't connected properly on the cable, so I have pushed that in further, so hopefully next time I use the microphone you might be able to hear me a bit better. Obviously I can't use it now because I'm going to be jumping off very shortly and he's doing more than 4 miles an hour. I'm going to try and go where I went the first time in July before I had to move the boat. I don't think Thursday is a handover day for Richardson's, or if it is, it won't be for many boats. So I'm hoping to go round to the furthest quay if I can. If not, if it's busy in there or I do have to move, then it's not a problem. There are, I think, I'm trying to work out now, 1, 2, 3 quays, other quays I can go into, so there'll be a space for a little encore somewhere, I'm sure. But yeah, you've got a private marina on the left hand side there. If you follow the river down to the left in front of you, that will take you down to Stalham Staithe. More private moorings around here. Richardson's Yard, you have to bear around to the right here. Many years ago, if you went left here, it took you to the Stalham Pleasurecraft and the Broads Holidays boatyard, as well as Moonfleet. Stalham Pleasurecraft and Broads Holidays combined with Richardson's, so they are part of the Richardson's group now. Got a San Remo coming towards me in the middle of the river, I'm not sure where he's going. But Yeah, so that was many years ago when I used to come with the family. Back in the early to mid 90s. San Remo 2, I've had that boat back in 91 and 92. It's actually my favourite boat on the Broads, sadly enough. It's old, but it looks good, even in the green and white. So we're going to go down to the far quay if we can. Preferably. Plenty of room down there. You can see, I think it must be, I think that's a clear gem bathtub with a blue roof. I think it's clear jet or clear horizon, one or the other. And yeah, there's plenty of room in here. So this is where I used to come out from with my parents back in the 90s. Unfortunately, I can't anymore. One, because my parents are not interested in coming away on the Broads, and two, they don't hire the solos. And Richardson's Yard's pretty empty actually. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boats down, 6 boats down there that are in. An electric post if I can, ideally. Dates it said on that sign that I noticed in July about when to moor, when not to moor, but I'll tie it up, and then if I have to move, then I'll move. It's not a biggie. Right then, let's put the old bow thrusters on, just in case I need to for the wind. Welcome to Richardson's. So here we are in Richardson's yard, Kingfisher Key. Sorry about the wind, no microphone again, I'm afraid, because I'm going to be walking into town. But yeah, it's pretty empty in here. It says no moorings on Thursday nights, Friday nights and Sunday nights. So as tonight is going to be Wednesday, we're all good. Yeah, we've got plenty of space tonight, no one right up close next to us, nothing to say it's not going to change. But yeah, let's go for a wander into town. So here we are on the walk towards Tesco's in town. Come to the stays first. Just to show you, I am wearing shorts, like I said I was. But still have my coat on. Don't mind so much cold legs, it's just cold arms you don't want. As you can see here, you've got the windows. When the wind is awful. Museum of the Broads here on the left hand side. Just got the stays around here, which you can get 2 boats on, I'd say 2 reasonable sized boats. Ranger launch over there. So as you follow the stays around to the right hand side, this is the path that takes you up to the main road. I can't remember what the name of the road is, but it's just the main road between Wroxham, Stalham, Potter High and Great Yarmouth. Again, it's dodge the puddles. Because I haven't got the plug-in microphone, I am trying to talk closer to the phone so it picks up on the phone microphone. So hopefully it's a little bit clearer than last time. But as you can see, just down there, stays. And up here's main road. Just cross over, follow the road down, and Tesco's on the left hand side, you can't really miss it. So once you've crossed over the road, you just walk down this path towards the building site. And turn left. Literally follow this road. Now you get to the junction up here, You can go straight across into town, or you can turn left to Tesco's. Tesco's is just there. I believe they're building retirement flats in here, or retirement premises. McCarthy stone flags there, they do retirement properties. So yeah, here's the junction I was talking to you about. Go straight across, up the slight hill into the town, turn left, or left here if you want to go Tesco's itself. You can get to Tesco's from the town, there's a pathway, but yeah, if you just want Tesco's and Tesco's only, you just turn left here. So here we are in Stalham's yard in the evening. Having real problems with the cheap microphone that I bought. I'm plugging it in and it's not picking up anything, and if it does pick up anything, it's got like a hissing and a crackling sound. But yeah, here we are then. My little blue courtesy lights inside the boat, which I leave on in the evenings. Hello, Mr. Swan. Got no food for you. But we're going to take a wander around Richardson's yard again, because well, a few people last time said they quite enjoyed seeing it, to be honest. Not a lot of people do, but you know, try and keep everyone happy as much as you can. There's been a bit more river footage this time, so hopefully that's appeased a few other people as well. I did notice when I walked to Tesco's earlier that San Marino was actually at the water. And I'm not sure if that's the one that's been sold or is for sale, or if it's the one that got hit at London Bridge a couple of weeks ago. Challenger went bow first twice into the front of her and caused a bit of impact damage on the bow. So we're going to have a look in a minute. Not many boats in. Like I said when I came into the yard earlier on, the majority of their fleet must be out on the waters. See, Richardson's are very hot on their COVID awareness, which is a good thing. These are the ones that are for sale still, that were here in July, some of them. Get the focus back in there. The Opal Gem would be a nice buy for someone. Built by Porter and Howlett. A little Brinks Encore down there. Apologies about the fading light as well. So this is what a Broads cruiser looks like out the water. You can't see much obviously because it's dark, but under there you've got the rudder and the prop. Is this the one that had damage on it? No, this must be the one that's for sale. Got Trinidad here and Cavalier. You know, considering the age of these boats, they are pretty well maintained, and it's obviously towards the end of the season as well. Broadland Saturn had that a couple of times back in the 2000s. King of Light. .023 there with our engine running. With hot water or charging the batteries. Walk on the other side. So here we are on the opposite bank. It's getting darker now, so I won't be up for much longer, but siesta here. Room 29. So there's a little Encore here, same as mine. That's an Encore Plus, that one, which is, well, brand new I believe, finished this year. A few more extra gadgets on that compared to my one. Not sure what they are exactly. I think there's a slight tweak to the engine, one of the changes. You've got Broadland Breeze here. I'm not sure if that's one that's been sold or whether that's the one that is still out on hire. But as you can see, you know, boat yards are actually an alright place to moor in the evenings. They're quiet, you've got all the facilities, toilets, showers, water, electric. So that engine on that Concerto don't sound great. You hear that? That doesn't sound great at all. Yeah, let's take a nosy back to the boat now. It's only time for a shower, chill out. And that's about it, really. That's what the Norfolk Broads is all about at the end of the day. Literally just doing nothing. So yeah, that's basically Richardson's yard this evening. The local wildlife are out in force. I'm really peed off about that microphone. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to use it for the rest of the trip. Been sending that back to Amazon. I know it was only a tenner, but it should work more than once. Oh well, it's what it is. So back to the boat, have a shower, chill out, see what nonsense is on the TV. It will be nonsense. Gone all blurry again. Come on, focus. Focus. There we go. Yeah. I think that's a bird alarm. I don't think that's an actual bird making that noise. There's nothing there. It's just a box in the wall. But yeah. Hope I haven't got that going all night, that's for sure. But here we are. Back at my vessel. Probably won't be filming anymore tonight, so this will be it for day 2. But yeah, we'll see what tomorrow brings, and then go from there. Catch you soon.